Hi guys, welcome to day 5 of the 60-day or 3-month Sim DAS challenge. So we're working on a new strategy of mostly shorting and using a lot more technical analysis than what I've been using on my own up until now. The results so far have been very positive. I mean, yes, of course, there's been days or trades where things haven't worked out, but overall it's been pretty good. You're now actually watching what is referred to as a freaking big short squeeze. I've been following this for the last 35, 40 minutes or so, and NVDA has just started short squeezing. We'll go through my trades in a second, but I just wanted to show you what it looks like. If you have a look at here, once it got to about 146.50 and it broke the 9-day EMA, it just started surging up, and it just started, there was a lot of buying pressure, which is continuing, maybe fading a little bit now, but still very, very strong buying power. And it just, shorts were covering, people were buying it, and it just kind of, added fuel to the fire. So, this has gone out from about 146 or thereabouts. What is it now, 11:30? So in about 25 minutes, it's shot up 146, 5 points, which is a fair bit considering, how much of a beating it's taken. So, now this is, I think, yeah, this is my 200-day average. So this is a short squeeze. This is what happens when there's a lot of shorts, and there's an absolute shed load of shorts sitting in this stock, pushing it down, and, it's now breaking out. So all those people are now covering their shorts, to get out and cover their position, close out their position. So this is an interesting phenomenon, and it happens a fair bit, especially on a stock like NVDA, which has been absolutely beaten down last Friday, hammered last Friday, and today as well. It's taken a bit of a hammering. It's actually just gone green on the day not long ago. I think once it crossed about 150 or thereabouts, or just under 150. So I was expecting the 150 area to be a pretty kind of strong resistance point, but it actually breezed pretty much straight through it. So so there you go. Now my trades, once again, not really happy with how I did. Mostly because I took some trades which I am not going to take when I go live. But on the other hand, this is what the simulator's for. This is where you should be doing and trying those sorts of experiments out. It's better to do it here than it is to do it in the real world. So the trades I took today, I focused on. Let me show you my. Now, as I keep saying to everyone, I'm not that focused on the money at the moment. I'm focused on how good the setups I take are, whether I'm disciplined in cutting my losses, whether I'm disciplined in my entries, whether I'm disciplined in letting the trades, set up on their own, whether I'm disciplined in my management of the situation. So that's really what I'm focusing on. As you can see, nowhere on this screen do you see my P&L, either realized or unrealized. That's because I hide it. I don't look at it at all. I've hidden the unrealized is actually on the right hand side of my order box, so I've moved it across so I don't either see the realized or the unrealized gains. I've also got them here, which I've hidden them with the clock, so I don't see it, and they're actually sitting behind my trades, which are just here. So this is my day for today. I traded CHRS, CRM, MDT, NVIDIA, and NVIDIA again. So let's go through them now. So CH, actually why don't we start with NVIDIA since it's already up on screen. I won't go through all the trades because once again, I think I traded more than what I would be doing if I was going live. I mean, I really don't think this is that realistic for me to be that active. I took 96 executions, which doesn't mean 96 trades, but 96 executions because I'm learning to scale in and I'm learning to scale out again. Normally when I take a position, I take half a position. I'm just starting to do that today. I mean, I've done it previously in the past, but I'm just seeing how it works with the hotkeys. So I'm taking half a position to get in. If it's working in my favor, I usually double down. So I add to my position to make it a full size position, which is usually about 600 shares, but depending obviously on what stock it is and how expensive it is. And also scale out. I normally scale out in 2 lots of 50% each, but I'm learning what to also scale out maybe in 3 lots or 4 lots, depending on how the stock is acting, the price action. So so I won't go through all of NVIDIA's, but suffice to say that You know, all of the red arrows, triangles are where I got into short, and the green ones are where I got to cover, or vice versa. If the stock is going up, the green arrows mean when I got in, so when I bought, and the red is when I sold. So pretty much after the first 5 minutes, or even within the first 5 minutes, I started shorting NVIDIA. I covered really nice here in 2 lots, and honestly, that was my day almost done. Then I shorted again here, which is just perfect. I mean, I really timed this really well, if I can say that. You know, got in right at the top, which you don't normally do, and it wasn't my intention to find the top, because it's hard to find tops and bottoms. That's not what it's about. But you know, I was watching it. It got over the VWAP, but it wasn't really strong enough to make a new high on the 5 minute at least, and it just went a little bit above the 9 EMA, and I shorted there and there as well, and I covered here, which is just really just spot on. And then I covered the other for, I think, a break even, pretty much. So after these 2 trades, I think I had 11 tickets, which is 11 executions, which if you added this up, this was half position, then full position, that's 2, cover 1, that's 3, short, I think I added to the short again, right, that's 4, covered again half, I think that's 5, you know, shorted here, what's that, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So after 10 executions, I was up $385. And really, because my limit, my daily target is 100 or 200, I'm still kind of debating. I'm still working on my statistics, and I'm setting up my journal, because I'm not going through TraderView anymore, or Edgewonk, or anything like those online journals. I'm setting up my own journal, which is going to have exactly the same statistics, but I'm doing it on my own. So I'm working out the formulas, and I'm going to draw up the charts, and I'm just going to go with that, because I just want to save some money because of what I've spent on the platform, as well as the classes. If anyone would like a copy of my journal, more than happy to share it. It has, you know, your R, which is your ratio of your risk versus return. It's got your expectations. It's got your normal stuff, your average win, average loss, you know, your winning streak, your win rate, all of those things that I'm just building now into it. So if anyone wants a copy, just shoot me across an email. It is bars@daytraderk.com, and I can just shoot you that in Excel. But that was NVIDIA. So really, I didn't have to trade, and I didn't want to trade, but you know, I'm getting a little bit greedy, I think, you know, because I'm on a simulated platform. I'm wanting to trade because obviously I enjoy it, and you know, when you're making money, even if it's not live, you know, you still want to enjoy it. Now, what I actually did today was actually a bit naughty, because what I did was I was trading live as well at the same time. So you know, a little bit naughty to do that, a little bit against the rules, but you know, as luck would have it, and as fate would have it, and as my reward for doing that, I actually lost money. So go figure. You know, I made, you know, what, $400 paper trading, and I lost 150 live trading. Now the reason I lost 150 in my live account and trading just NVIDIA, and I was trying to mirror both, is because I was getting, so this is all paper-based trading, and I thought, wow, this is going well. Why don't I open up my live account with IB? You know, if I can make money like this, it's not that hard. Why don't I try and start building up my account again with live money? I mean, Friday I should have done that. Well, you know, obviously, in hindsight, it was a great day for NVIDIA to be shorting it. So I opened up my IB account roughly here, where you started getting these really long weeks, and it started to get really choppy, and that's where I lost. I was up about 150, and rather than closing up my position, which I should have done, and I was about to do, it just dropped pretty quickly, and then I couldn't really regain that anymore. And as I kept trading, I just kept getting worse and worse. So you know, the lessons for me here are twofold. One is that obviously don't trade live while you're trading simulated, because that wasn't a deal, and that's off the table. I'm not going to be doing that anymore. That's lesson number one. And two, just because you're making money paper trading doesn't mean you're going to be making money live trading. And that is key, guys. Make sure you understand that. Just because you're making money in simulated trading doesn't mean you're going to be making it live. But the flip side is, if you don't do a trading or a simulated challenge, there is very little chance you're actually going to make money going live. So it's always good to obviously practice. But you know, the lesson for me is, if you get into this choppy kind of pattern as we saw here, it is difficult to replicate the good results that I had early in the first 15 minutes. But anyway, I then continued shorting it and going long. You can see, if I can filter by symbol. So this is not filtered by time anymore, I guess. Okay, anyway, so this is filtered by symbol. So you can see in this column here, in column D, or sorry, not column D, but the last column, my profit or loss when I close it up a position. So for NVIDIA, this was $58 and it was long. And then I also made, was it $50 going buying twice. So I think these were actually covers, right? So I was short, short, covered, short, covered, covered, short, added to my short, nice covers, cover, 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 short, and then I don't know, then I'd have to sort it by time, but you get the general idea. This was the biggest loss. Now this is why it's not really that realistic, and I mean I'm trying to keep it realistic, but I'm just kind of struggling at the moment because I really like this freaking DAS platform. I like the colors, I like how it looks. I know I've said it before, but I'm really enjoying trading with it a lot more than I did with IBTWS, I've got to say. And because I enjoy it so much, I'm playing around with it. For example, today, let me show you what I'm going to do as soon as I finish making this video. Because I like it so much and because I like using the hotkeys, I'm going to add a couple more. So if you're what's the word? If you're a bit eagle-eyed, you'll spot that. What's the one I want to add? What I'm missing here. So really, what you spot here is that these hotkeys are for getting in really quickly, right? If you want to go long, so you're paying a little bit above the ask. Then these two are pretty much just kind of emergency exits, which is not exactly what I just want to have, because this is a bit of an emergency exit. You know, get me out half, a bit under 2 cents, and this is a full-on emergency exit. You know, Captain, we're sinking. You know, get us out of here. That's sell everything at bid -2. But I want to add to that. You know, what if I'm doing well? What if I'm making money and it's going? The position is going in my favor. What if I want to sell at the ask? You know, why should I sell at the bid -2 cents? I mean, that's not favorable, especially if I'm making money. Excuse me. So I'm going to add to sell half at ask here, and the same thing goes for covering. You know, I'm covering at the ask +2, which is, you know, not favorable, and I'm also covering everything at ask +2 if I want to get out. So I want to add to here as well, cover at bid, which is obviously a little bit more favorable. So they're the little things that I've been working on, and that's what I'll be doing as well as soon as I finish making this video. But anyway, enough on that trade. So I only have 2.5, 3 minutes left. So down here you can see all of my profit and loss that I have after the conclusion of each trade. This was a really big loss on NVIDIA because I got, you know, I was in a massive short squeeze and I was just freaking, what's the word? I was not greedy, but I was just stubborn. Really stubborn, and I said no, I'm not going to cover, I'm going to wait till it comes down, and it didn't come down. So this is another lesson for me, and you know, there's so many good lessons from trading in a simulator that I've got to tell you, at the same time as I was trading live and in the sim, when I was trading live, my heart was definitely beating a bit quicker than what I was doing in the sim, which is the way it's going to be, which is the way I expect it to be, which is normal, but something that I haven't seen for a while because I haven't been trading live for a while. But you know, definitely something to also keep in mind. Now, the other stocks I've traded were MDT. MDT was the trade of the day that I screwed up big time. So check this out. I got in here short, simply because it was on the reversal scanner. So it's come up on the reversal scanner, and it was way overextended. I went to short it here. I think I took 400 shares. I don't remember anymore. No, it couldn't have been 400 because my account's not that big. Whatever it was, I think it was 200. And I didn't like the price action, but I didn't have to cover here. I just got freaked out, and I didn't have to cover here at all because there was no reason for me to do so, but I did. And you know, this dropped a point, a whole dollar, if not more, within like 15 minutes after that. So this would have been a tremendous trade. This would have been $200 probably, but you know, that's me learning. Then CRM, I wanted to short, and I just got squeezed out. And CHRS, just similar. It wouldn't crack, so I ended up covering out. So that's it for the day. You know, was it $400 or $405? So you know, good day. Not really that concerned about the money side of things, but obviously that's what I'm judged upon at the end of the day. But good day nonetheless. Shoot me off any questions. Talk to you tomorrow. Cheers. Bye.